They felt that the party was not treating them fairly with this kind of language. It was time for a change. That was also a way to attract a younger generation of voters, that if they failed to do this, it was really going to hurt the party as it tries to bring in more young people. And certainly the Conservatives are watching very closely what the Liberal Party has gone through. They are concerned about attracting enough of the youth vote. On the other side of things, though, you have people who are saying, listen, a lot of the people in the grassroots of this party, social conservatives, are very concerned about this issue, and you are going to alienate them. These are people who have put in time, money, hard work. Please don't do this.
The CBC's Catherine Cullen in Vancouver. Manitoba Métis leaders are celebrating a historic step forward, finally resolving a 146-year-old dispute with the federal government. Indigenous Affairs Minister Carolyn Bennett has signed a memorandum of understanding with the Manitoba Métis Federation. It outlines the federal government's intention to finally honor a promise to distribute 5,565 square kilometers of land. The potential settlement is expected to reach billions of dollars and could be presented as early as September. The World Health Organization is rejecting a call to move or postpone this summer's Olympic Games in Rio over the Zika outbreak in Brazil. About 150 international scientists, including more than a dozen from Canada, wrote a letter to the global health body. They say it's unethical for the Games to go ahead, stating it could spread the virus around the globe, but the WHO says that's not true. The virus is linked to serious birth defects. 8 automakers are issuing recalls today over faulty airbags. More than 12 million vehicles are affected. The airbags are made by Takata of Japan. They're being blamed for the deaths of at least 13 people worldwide. It's just the latest recall that automakers have had to make because of the Takata airbags, and more automakers are expected to give notice in the coming days. And that is CBC News. I'm Sitar Sirs.
Here's your weather forecast for Toronto, Hamilton, and Niagara. Mix of sun and cloud today, slightly windy this morning, a chance of showers this afternoon with a risk of a thunderstorm. The high is 31, much cooler near Lake Ontario. The UV index also very high. For Peterborough and the Kawarthas, a mix of sun and cloud today, 40% chance of showers this afternoon with a risk of a thunderstorm, and the high is 31.
This is CBC Radio 1 99.1 in Toronto.
The next chapter.
With Sheila Rogers.
I'm interested in making stakes as high as they can be.
Her backstory is one of struggle.
It's akin to walking around naked in front of your living room window with the curtains open.
The next chapter.
CBC Radio 1
and Sirius XM.
Let's admit it. When it comes to bad versus good in a story, the bad guys are a lot more fun to read than the good guys. And what makes an especially juicy read is when a formerly upright or honorable person cracks under pressure. That happens to quite a few of the characters in Edward Rich's satirical and very funny new novel, Today I Learned It Was You. Ed is standing by to tell us about it and his cast of St. John's politicians and local eccentrics. To drive her debut thriller, Amy Stewart created a mysterious young woman with a shady past. It's called Still Mine. As a reader, I was never quite sure of what this protagonist was up to. Was she good, or was there something untrustworthy about her? And did it really matter? Because I was intrigued by her, beginning to end. Her creator, Amy Stewart, joins me in 30 minutes. Also in our second half, we meet a graphic artist who's launched a site where anyone can submit a title for an autobiography, and he'll create an online book cover to match. I'm Sheila Rogers. Welcome to the next chapter.
I don't know if Edward Rich would agree that it takes one to know one, but it couldn't have hurt that he's lived in St. John's for many years when it came time to write his new novel. Today I Learned It Was You is a hilarious send-up of St. John's and a cross-section of its citizens who come together to solve a problem. And here's the problem. An actor, displaced by budget cuts, has taken up residence in a city park. He's seemingly gone wild.